Ooh. Hey guys, Dante here, and welcome back to my channel, The Burger Sort, and welcome back to another Sunday art stream. Let me see if I could adjust camera a little bit. Twitch. There you go. Just a pinch. Just a pinch. I think what's making that background noise is my fan. You can actually see it. It's right there. You can see it. It's too close to me. Give me a second. Just want to push a little bit further away from the mic. It's hot today. There's a lot of background noise. Excuse me. There's a lot of background noise going around because of that. So I am using, for the first time, Restream's free audio. It's just an audio loop in the background. I'm not streaming directly off of Restream's website, but I have them in the desktop playing. So I actually have some background music that's should be fine to play, and it's on a loop, which is nice. Alright, let's check out our stats. Good. And I believe we're good to go. Alright then. So, what are we drawing today? Wasn't too sure what to do today, but then I realized, you know what, why not just take one art project and roll it into the next. So I'm doing a sculpture on I'm doing a customized figurine of a concept. I've done these videos before. I've done this concept before. It's on my Instagram. It's transforming human figurines, kind of like the old Animorph toys, but you know, hopefully with more success. So I've done some customized figurines of like a dog that turns into a monster, a human turns into a monster, and I'm currently sculpting and working with this woman for big, puffy fur coat that turns into a monster. For those of you who are anime fans, think of the anime or manga. I think it's called Parasite. Essentially, these people are more or less possessed and or working with, in a symbiotic form, with an alien entity that allows them to change into certain predetermined shapes. In this case, spider-like. So we're gonna do a little drawing of the figurine I'm making. Imagine it as box art. So it's gonna be I guess best described as a kind of Paris Hilton on a runway kind of woman, really thin, fur coat, big old sunglasses. But she's monstrous. So Paris Hilton. I joke, of course, you know. But just right now looking for some quick reference. This anatomy reference of the kind of pose I want to get with this. Let's try runway model turning. I want to get that dramatic turn if I can. Come on, Google, don't fail me now. There we go. So how's everyone doing out there in the world? I know the world's exploding due to the Owl House episode. The gays are exploding, and they should be. And they should be. Some people are like, oh, it's nothing, they just kiss on the cheek. No, it is what it implies. We have a developing storyline among a mixed couple. And sorry, a same-sex couple. That's what it is. It is not just that they have a gay couple. It is not just a gay couple or girls or boys or whatever. It is that we get to watch the couple develop through the course of the series, which is normally what we don't get. Think of course, the best example would be Avatar Korra, where in the very last episode they kiss. Even then they don't show it, to be honest. This highlights, as one YouTuber said, the fact that we are going to be growing with this relationship as it unfolds, and it's written very well. It's such a cute, natural relationship. They're teenagers, they don't know what they're doing. God bless them. And God bless the writers. And that's the big thing that happened this weekend in basic media pop culture, along with, of course, New York Comic Con tickets went live, and this boy right here, who got 2 thumbs and got 3 days worth, I actually got a Saturday, which was the first time in heaven knows how long. I have not gotten Saturday tickets in many a year. So yeah, I actually got Comic Con tickets for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday I don't care as much, but it's good to get it. So that was very nice. I'm thinking of should I have a tilted back? I'm trying to think if I should have a head tilted back. Tilted snap. Well, you know what? Let's go like a slightly tilted forward, quarter angle, kind of like she's looking downward at you in a way. But yeah, so I got my Comic Con tickets, and I is a happy boy. I should probably have some big old sunglasses like rested on top of my head. The music stopped. It's supposed to be in a loop, but I don't think it loops unless I'm streaming directly on their website. So I guess we'll go with the old default background music for now. Show my playlist. Show me that money. Show me. That should do it. Okay. What about there? Nice. Okay, good. So yeah, this boy got himself some tickets. know what? Let me go get myself something. Stand by. Got this on sale a few years ago. It is Art. It's called Art S Buck. When I bought tickets at Comic-Con, I got a discount at a website more for figurines and action figurines, but it had model figurines, models, which were basically just, you know, beautifully glorified action figures. So let's see if we can get into like a slightly exaggerated pose. And in a location that's matching more or less. There we go. Has to match what I'm looking at in terms of the angle. That might work. Let's see what we got here. That's better. Not perfect, but better. Now this might be reminiscent of one of my other concept drawings for the game Kill It With Fire, which was a stream I did a while back. And there's a character in that has like has a bit of a buggy aspect to him. Oh, the one that looks weird. I'm wondering like why my model looks weird because I posed her in a really awkward position. Come here, you. Yeah, that's what it would look like. Okay. I was misplacing my judgment of where the arm would sit. So the arm would sit just about there. Yeah, good. So I'm actually on point. Even though I wanted a bit more of exaggeration and I do want a bit more of an exaggeration in the form, but you know, when you try to exaggerate it, it starts coming out weird. Let me see. Let me try something. We're gonna try something silly, folks. No. Nope. Trying to have it where she's like really leaned back, but I can't get the angle right on the body. Let me see. Google search. Standing leaning back. Let's try that. No. You know what? I could fiddle with all I want. This is just the literal sketch phase. Let's not go crazy. So this character has a big fur coat on, right? And the fur coat is actually the parasite itself. The creature that is giving her abilities at the moment. I say parasite, but I might mess around with the idea behind this character. So it basically, the fur coat in toy form gives enough bulk to the upper body to like really transform it into something gruesome. And if you have a dislike of spiders, this may not be the stream for you. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3. It's about 40s. Okay. It's like a fake looking fur coat. So it has like a bubble jacket fur coat. It has like the obvious like patterns to it. So on the figurine, the arms are actually done. Like I actually managed to get the arm transformation to work. Right now, I'm working on seeing if I can make the chest open up. Because like usually when I make these figurines, I like to make it where the head also changes. No matter what the body does, it grows tentacles, it grows bat wings. I want the head to change to indicate that the human's no longer there. But I can't really do that with this figurine. It's just there's not enough room, not enough bulk on her, even with the added like sculpted freaking fur coat. But I am gonna make it where the chest opens up, which should hopefully give me enough of like the idea that like there's another entity in there, and in this case, it's like. It's literally just gonna open up. It's gonna have an eyeball and some teeth on it. That's the idea. Hopefully it will come out right. No matter what, it's gonna look a little bulky. No matter what, I can't seem to like get around that, of course. keep hitting the rotate button instead of the erase button. That draw the smile, I think. Once again, thinking about the Owl House. I love the way they had an episode, last week's episode, and I'm in love with Lilith's smile. It's such a simple little thing, but when she smiles, it is drawn so well. What is with my faces today? Horrible, horrible work on the faces, people. Nah, we'll come back to that, because that's really bugging me. Nope, wrong pen tool, wrong pen tool. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and get the actual figurine. Okay, let me go get that now. Stand by. Got my reference. Even though she's looking down, she should have more of a chin, for sure. There's some days where I just can't draw like a woman's face. I don't know what it is. Just some days where I just completely, I completely lose like the ability to do it. Let's go yellow. Oh, it's right here. I have her hair covered on one side. The sculpture has her hair covered. So I'm using a, I'm essentially using just a wrestling figurine for this particular character. Ask me which wrestler it is, pfft, I don't know. But when I saw it, I was like, this is who I want to use. It looks great. Kind of a Marilyn Monroe kind of look with the way the hair is. She looks a bit more mature. Man, she looks more like freaking Lady Dimitris. But it's not a bad thing, I'm just saying. She looks more like Lady Dimitris got that strong woman energy. I wanted more spoiled brat energy. Could be the chin, could be the forehead, I don't know. But we have the basic layout, right? We have the basics. And the idea, there we go. Bring that in a bit more. Is that so? The idea is that she's wearing. So I'm going to take this figurine and I'm going to paint the whole body white. And she's wearing like a freaking like stretchy pants, one piece with this like extravagant fur coat on top. Like it's garish. She's meant to be a little garish. Yeah, the face looks a bit more mature than I'd like. Once again, could be the chin. There's this meme on the internet. A little unfair, depends on how you view it. And it's like, you could tell what games are made in Japan and what games are made in America based on how they design their women. And of course, they're using that one singular still image from like that game that came out where like it's the future and everything's freaking cybernetic barbarian-esque. I forget what it's called. But it's just pointing out like how they depict middle-aged women versus how like America depicts middle-aged women. There we go. It's just out all the way. That's better. We'll work on it, but that's definitely better. And the chin was just like, in fact, it still looks out when you flip it around. Still looks weird, but these are just freaking. Once again, this is just the sketch. So I'm going nuts with this. Let me stop and put some actual like inks down. Let me get to the meat of the drawing. Ooh, what just happened? Speaking of which, let's stick with what I know, which is just weird, gruesome stuff. Let's look in the stomach, or the chest, actually. There's something about eyes inside of a mouth, which I think is just such a brilliantly disturbing concept. I mean, once again, ironically, talking about the Owl House, there's a creature in there. It's like a snow beast creature where its eyes are like in its mouth when it opens its mouth. It's on the gums, actually. I love that design. It's a really cool design. There's the perpetual I must get closer to the screen issue that all artists have. One moment. Alright, there we go. Wondering. Give me a second. This works a lot better. Just reorganizing myself. But doing that, I'm not too sure how I look on camera now. Oh! One more. Oh. There we go. So yes, there's a little bit of my screen in front of you. Don't hold it against me. What is that? Oh, I'm wondering why my keyboard is all iffy. It's because one of the little tabs in the back that makes it stand at an angle, like it's freaking closed on me. So I'm like, why is it so shaky? What is going on? So I do want to give this guy kind of like blunted teeth. Shark teeth are of course terrifying, but in real life teeth are usually, unless it's a shark, kind of blunted. Unless it's a shark or like something from the ocean, because the ocean's terrifying. But big, like, even lions technically have like a little bit of a curve at the end of their teeth. It's one of those things where it's like, it sucks because it will pierce through your skin, but it will also really crush you at the same time. So it's this one of those. This one of those projects. Usually when I make a figurine, I have an idea from the start, right? And I find the right figurine that's close enough to fit to it, and then I develop it from there. By develop it, I mean like sometimes the figurine adds elements I didn't think about to the final product. Like the original product, I knew I wanted the spider arms, but I didn't know what to do with the chest or the head. So as I'm going through it, I realized, well, I don't have enough room around the chest to make the chest transform. Not enough room around the head. So now it's gonna be her chest. So rather her face becoming monstrous, her chest grows like an extra eye and rows of teeth, kind of indicating that once again there's another entity bouncing around inside of her. I believe there was a very similar look to one of the women that transforms in freaking like the prequel to John Carpenter's The Thing. I think she also like develops like her body splits open, I think, as well. So you know, it works. I like it. I like it. And before anyone says anything, yes, in a way, this concept is definitely inspired by, in some way, it's inspired by two things: Transformers, especially the Beast War toys, which managed to capture to a varied extent organic Transformers, and a little bit of the old Ghostbuster toys. The people who I think were called Haunted Humans. I think they were called. Yeah, I think it was called Haunted Human. Just these concepts, these toys that transform into various people, into various monsters. And of course, because that was much more cartoony, they played a lot more with proportions. Like there was one old lady who had a giant head and her entire body transformed. I try to lean a little bit closer to actual human proportion with the use of external objects. In this case, a big old fur coat to help like fill in the in-between spaces. Just a little bit of faux texture with the use of the basic ink lines. Nothing crazy. There's a hand gonna be there. Gonna avoid that hand for now. You all know how much artists love drawing hands. So let's have some fun here. Let's rearrange some of this nonsense. Unlock. Transform. Rotate. Maybe I should just have it up there. Okay, that. Then we're going to. Nope. Is it shift? No, it's. Nope. There you go. I mean, it's such a straight side shot. Maybe I should just like mix it up a bit. You know what? Yeah, I know what I want in terms of scale, but it's the composition that's bugging me right now. So let's just at least get what her forearm is, and then I can probably bend the rest. So she has a bony bicep? Bicep, yeah, she has like a bony bicep that has hair on the back end. Then a completely bony forearm. Then like another leg. It's a spider leg, so it has multiple joints. So it's a partly hairy, bald, completely hairy, spiky spike at the end. That was more sketchy than I would have liked, but I could get back in there and use the wrong freaking pencil tool. I could get back in here and actually like clean it up a bit. Maybe I should just make it smooth rather than this bony looking thing. Just straight up curve it straight. For now. And she got this tuft of fur at the end. Now I could have it where her arm is slightly doing this, so she's kind of curving it towards you. So it'll be like at this angle. Let me see. That could work. Just make it a bit more dynamic. If you hear like, weird noise in the background, that squeaking noise, that's me messing with the model. Okay, just checking my feeds. Feed me. Okay, let's go back to the test layer. Let's erase all this. Okay, so what are we thinking? We're thinking white. Oh yeah, duh. Top layers be like that, be kind of like that. Should I just straight up? Should I just bend that final claw inward? No, that looks weird. Should I just keep it as the as a straight up just side shot, just like do right there, do right there, and then just kind of exaggerate the length of this. One slightly more dynamic, one is just straight on. Commit to an idea, Dante. God dang it, commit to an idea. And if I had people in the chat, they'd help me out. Wouldn't you? You'd help me out. Yeah, let's go with a slightly dynamic. Hopefully I get the angles right. See how it comes out. Made a few of these random little guidelines here, kind of tell the visual reader like what's going on, which direction is it going. Let me try something. Let me see if it's wider. See, I'm making it narrow, like an actual spider leg, but if it's wider this way, like that, do you get the sensation it's coming towards you? Yeah. That's what we gotta go for. That's what we gotta go for. That's the visual issue. I'm making it narrow to make it creepy, but the positioning and the foreshortening, that's not how it goes. Because if it's here, right about here, put it here, then it will get technically larger like this. To an extent. Don't curve it too much, Dante. You fool, Dante, you fool. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay. Aha! That's the Jewish wiggle from Coming to America. Aha! And we're gonna file and save this, people. Save as. Let's see. It's called. Where's my file? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There it is. What should we call her? For now we'll call her Spider. It is saved. Almost like a bee sting, a bee stinger. What's it called again? The stinger? Yeah, the stinger of a bee. It's the bee's pointy butt. Give it a little bit of overlap right here to help, really sell the foreshortening. So there was this Transformer toy from Beast Wars. And there was a lot of toys from the Beast Wars, the American Beast Wars series. I say American because Japan did their own version called Neo. That's a whole other thing in itself. A whole different sensibility, you know, action, transformation, action lines in the background. It's a whole different sensibility in how they present action. But the point I'm trying to make is there was this one toy among many that was always left on the racks. Because when they make, they don't just make, Beast Wars had like a handful of characters. But for each genre in that series, there was more and more characters. Meaning there was, Fusoids were Quickstrike and Silverbolt, but there was a ton of Fusoid toys released as well that just were not in the show. And that's how it was for everything. There were a bunch of Transmetal toys. There was like a Transmetal Ant that was meant to be a Rampage, but the Rampage in the show was kept as Rampage, but they had a toy that was obviously meant to be Rampage. And then there was this one toy that was a Fusoid that was like some kind of fish, I'm gonna say piranha, and a bumblebee. And his hand was like this. His hand, one of his arms was like the bumblebee arm. It was just a spike, or wasp. It was a wasp. And he never sold. Like, he was on every toy shelf you would go into, because no one was freaking buying this figurine. And he was an ugly figurine, but he was a cool figurine too. Like the entire fish head was his head, and you'd open the fish mouth and his face was in the fish mouth. It was a weird design, and he looked like he'd be like a really like chaotic kind of villain character, like a really ugly, like he was like the new Rampage. He was like this crazy, ugly looking character, and no one freaking bought him. I was always tempted to buy him just because he was kind of cool looking. But that was when, you know, little Dante didn't have money. Because when we're little, we don't have money. So I'm just right now using the kind of sculpted Marilyn Monroe hair of the model, of the actual figurine. Because why not? This is based on this figurine. Still looks weird as hell to me. Yeah, that's a funky looking face. Let me get back in there. Get back in there and fix that. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm just not having a good face day today. What is wrong with me? Yeah, let me try something. Let's rotate. Let's skew it. It is skew. Why is it acting funny? That's still rotate. There we go. Better. Still not perfect, but much better. We're gonna okay that. We're gonna deselect it. Like the whole face is kind of like out. Something was wrong with the lip and the chin. Better, but still odd. That, oh god, it looks much better. She had like a 5 head going on and everything. She's supposed to be wearing like a pair of sunglasses on top of her head, but for now, I'll leave her alone. And who the heck is shooting fireworks? Freaking leftovers. I mean, I don't mind fireworks going off on 4th of July, but I don't like is the mess they leave the next morning. Zoom in a pinch. Come on. Fix that freaking collar. That is looking good. I might just leave the legs out altogether. I like the torso so far. I might leave the legs out. You know, I'm gonna cheat. I'm not even cheat. I'm gonna look for inspiration. There's this artist I follow on Instagram, on DeviantArt, who does, I believe, like Warhammer drawings. Coloring's amazing, detail's amazing, but when he draws the bodysuits and the women, he gets the wrinkles in the suits just right. It is, in fact, I'll find him and give him a shout out right now. I just want to just look at it and see how he does it, because I don't draw bodysuits, so. Like skin tight, like kind of suits is not something I've done. There he is. Troll Feet Walker. Check out Troll Feet Walker on DeviantArt. His coloring, his texture, his work is just freaking amazing. I just want to zoom in and see where does he lay the wrinkles out on a bodysuit? Yeah. His metal detail is also really freaking good. Let me see. Show me one with a waistline exposed. Alright. Like if I'm gonna crop this, I want to at least crop it like midway down the leg. You know, never crop at the joints, never crop at the joints. It always looks weird when you do that. let's clear the playing field. Oh, back up. What was that about? Their face looks so much better. Oh. Flip. Okay. A few tweaks here and there, but for now I'm happy. The chin still bugs me a little bit. So for fun, alright. So those are her arms, with clay in the back sculpted in for fur. Then I put a double ball joint where the hands are. So there's a double ball joint right there. So there's a bicep. There's gonna be another forearm, tricep. And then a big one, which is, in this case, the giant bug arm here, which actually overlaps everything. So she looks a little bulky. And then I've already started sculpting like the eye and the chest with a little hinge here. So she's gonna have, if I sculpt it just flat enough, she won't look too inflated. But she is gonna have like a chest piece that is gonna goes up. So it won't be as clean as this, but it will open up to a mouth. That's the idea. I'm just fiddling with some settings right now. Huh. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to do, unlike the last picture, I'm not going to go shading with cross hatching. At least not yet. I think I might just go ahead and just drop some flat colors in here for now. So originally it was going to be beige. Originally she was going to be wearing a beige fur coat, but since the figurine already has a base of white for the for what she's wearing beneath it, I figure I'll make it instead like a gray tone, like a dark fur coat. Or I could go like, I could keep it white. I think the black, the darker black against the white is look more fashionable as opposed to like a beige fur coat over a white bodysuit. Or I could just paint her bodysuit. I could paint the bodysuit black, but I think it's just too much flat color. So I'll probably just keep, like, she's wearing like a grayish, like a dark grayish black fur coat. Rule of thumb. Rule of thumb. Don't use white, because then you won't spot it when it leaks through. I'm trying to get used to doing that. So today's the 11th. Thinking about the fireworks that just went off. I hope everyone had a nice 4th of July. If you're not in America, I hope you had a nice weekend in general. I still gotta do her hand. Crud. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to the hand in a minute. But yeah, I hope you had a nice 4th of July. If you're in the US, don't blow your fingers off. And yeah, that's really it. And the aliens all have this kind of purplish undertone to their fleshy bits. Why, do you ask? Because when I first started sculpting these, all I had was purple, and I didn't like the flesh tone colors because they never came out right. So they ended up being pinkish purple. In fact, check out my YouTube channel. You're going to see there should be 2 to 3 videos regarding this subject. It's called The Pack. That's too big. The last one I believe I put up was Cello. It's a boy carrying this giant cello case, and the cello case kind of engulfs him, and he turns into a kind of scorpion-looking creature. Not the best transformation, but it was one of the older ideas I had, so I wanted to get it down on paper, or rather off paper and onto an actual sculpting table. But the one I'm really proud of, because I think it came out really good in terms of proportion, transformation, just kind of came out together all right, is Good Boy. And Good Boy is a dog that's wearing like a little accessibility kind of vest. And the vest is actually the parasite holding on to him. And that one, Good Boy, that figurine came out amazing. So you can check out how I made it, or even skip ahead in the video and just watch the final result of this golden retriever figurine, about the size built for like a standard wrestling 6-inch figurine, about that big for a golden retriever, and he turns into a horrific monster, as we all do. Also trying to get into the habit of, doing not just white teeth, but like yellowish teeth with like white highlights in it. Something a bit more organic looking. Once again, just slapping some color in here. Let's go with a not solid black, but like a deep gray. I'm kind of like Spider Eyes. This is dull blackish color tone. she's gonna have blondish hair, almost a platinum blonde, which is also another thing. When I got the figurine, I was like, oh, the figurine's like a platinum blonde. You know, the Hilton sisters, which kind of inspired this, are also blondish. I say blondish because I don't know what the actual hair color is. Maybe they're all blonde naturally. I don't know. So I was like, yeah, blonde with the white. Yeah, it's just make the spider bits black. Spider bits, does whatever spider bits do, which sounds horrible. Like if I'm viewing my own, it has to be me because I have a second device here while I'm viewing my own stream. And then every so often on my desktop, I'll check as well. On my second device, it's more for like, I just look to the side and check the chat. For the desktop, it's just, you know, if I can edit stuff on the desktop, it's much easier than the secondary device, little old tablet I have here. And it just says, you got 2 viewers, and I'm like, it has to be counting me and myself twice. Once again, just dropping flat colors in there. Maybe I should just do it. No. Don't mess with the colors right now. I was thinking whether or not I should do the entire eye just black. For now, leave it. There we go. Not flat white, just the grayish white for now. Because it's rare that something is just a complete flat white. I keep looking to my right at the model on the table. Cause it's still a plastic model. It has its limitations. I still love you, but it's good to look at it just to get the angle. Like the gap starts right about here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Let me just get a random color. So the split, like between the legs, you would notice it right about there. So if I cut it short there, it's not a big issue. There was something I wanted to fix you. I wanted to fix you. Too much. Too much. Pull it back. There you go. Round that tooth off a bit. How much of the hand would I even be showing? Just the very side of it. It's like barely her fingers. Technically, I would be showing more than that. Right? Technically, her hand would be much. Yeah, it would be showing more. Unless I do something crazy. Let me do something crazy. Shift. Nope, that won't do it either. Why is it doing it? Why is it growing all together? It's getting bigger all together. How do you? Is it control? That's it. Do the same with the color, I guess. That's enough. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll do a little test. Let me check something real quick. Where are my shapes at? Shapes. Why am I always struggling to find shapes in this freaking program? Ugh, curse my Adobe Photoshop eyes. I'm looking like my eyes are being led to like a different spot on this every time I'm looking for something basic. Effects patterns. I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. Whatever. You know what? Do it live, as they say. So just for my own sake of mine. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Yeah, she's about. I usually do from head down. I usually do 3.5 to 4. It should be 4 technically for the perfect body to get to the crotch area. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. But she's a tall model, so she should have like the 4 heads. The arm might still come in a little short. I don't know. The arm might look like it still comes in a bit short. If I do the hand like if I don't do the hand like all the way sticking out. the wrong color. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There you go. Really simple. Really semi-close fist. No need to go crazy. The pinky, the odd man out. Tiny little hand. Let's fix that. Let's do a little bit of chi. First things first. Move. Deselect crop. Copy via paste. Copy and paste. No, cut and paste. Boom. Cut and paste. Okay. Trying to imagine like how it would look. Yeah. Once again, a little bit cleanup needed. But there it is. Merge downward. Merge layer below. Got it. Deselect. Ooh. Looked away for a second. That's like a jump a lot on the Zoom page. No, no, come on. Better. Alright. Alright then, people. What time is it? It is nice. 10:07. Alright. 10:07. We got primary inking done. Maybe some smaller details to clean up. We got all the flat colors in there. We struggled and struggled to get that face right. Still a little bit iffy on the face. It's the mouth and chin that's making me angry. I have to figure that out. Let's see. Let's turn this out. Let's turn it this way. I'll fiddle with it later, but for now I think we're pretty good. Yeah, she's smug. She's showing off a giant freaking alien hand. Let me crop this a little bit while we're here. Edit. Canvas size. There we go. I think it works. Zoom in again. That way it's nice and framed. Yeah, okay. So, once again, a 2-hour shot. Give or take a minute or two. And we have our lovely lady spider. Flat colored, inked primarily. Once again, a few tweaks here and there, but I am actually quite happy with this, and hopefully in time I'll be happy with the final figurine. I gave it a bit of a button nose, which kind of gives it an uplift. I gotta give it a down lift. I gotta make it down a little bit. I'll fix that, and hopefully the figurine will come out right with the sculpting in the chest. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, as per usual, thank you for joining me, everyone who will see this in the future. As always, it'll be on Twitter. It'll be here on Twitch for about a week or so, and then it'll be permanently up on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the other videos, my live streams. If you want to see my toy design stuff, check out the toy chest playlist I have, and just all the videos. So once again, guys, I am Dante. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the future. Later. Later, intern.